Welcome to this episode of the Green Guide series, and we would like to introduce the people that are hosting us today at their very beautiful venue. So kindly tell us your name, what you do here, and a bit about CTC Conservation Center.
Welcome to CTC Conservation Center. My name is Ambrose. I'll be your tour guide for today, and I'm the manager of the CTC Conservation Center. We basically do in conservation, education, tours, and how we can develop tourism in Uganda.
Thank you so much for having us today. And now we can't wait to meet all the different animals. I don't know if some people have the skin to deal with the snake or to stand next to the lions, but let's watch and see. We're going to be up close with conservation, learning more about conservation and seeing where the Taxman comes in. If you're curious about the Green Guide series, it's URA's way of embedding climate action, environmental responsibility, or other environmentally friendly practices and awareness into the way URA does its work. So hope you'll enjoy, and I hope you're curious about what it means to get up close with animals that are usually wild but are now so calm and collected.
It just feels like it's going to scratch you.
We have an egg-eating snake. It only feeds on eggs. Only eggs.
So it can't
So it cannot eat unless you are an egg.
So we're going to allow our second panelist to introduce herself and tell you a bit about how URA comes into the picture with conservation.
My name is Catherine Donovan Chokunda. I'm Commissioner Legal Services and Border Affairs. URA is quite critical actually to the conservation efforts in so many different ways. One, we really help with the conservation because of the border points.
Yeah.
So you prevent things like poaching. We always look out for hides and skins and things to that effect, which all help our conservation efforts. Uganda is quite blessed. We've got so many natural habitats and animals, and we should really attract tourism because we've got plenty. The variety is quite enormous.
Yeah.
So in our effort as tax collectors, we actually help to get the funds that are needed to create the resources so that and the facilities to enable tourism, which in turn brings us revenue. So we're quite interrelated. So revenue collection is quite linked with conservation.
All right. You can see you're very comfortable with a snake.
Yeah. Do you want to try it?
I'm going to try.
You don't want the head. It's quite harmless, actually. After a while, you get used to.
I don't know, it's so curly.
But it can. I think they do sense when you're uncomfortable.
I think so.
Because otherwise it fidgets. But then when you're relaxed, it doesn't.
I did my best.
Yeah. It was quite harmless, wasn't it? Yeah.
Hello, my name is Asaba Joan, and I am here with one of the most beautiful ladies from URA. I will request her to introduce herself and give us a brief of so far what her experience has been throughout this journey of visiting the CTC, and to also share a few kind words to the audience. Thank you.
Wow, thank you very much, Joan, and a beautiful day to you all. My name is Diana Chisaka. I serve as the Assistant Commissioner for Finance at Uganda Revenue Authority, and I am so delighted to be out here today in such a beautiful nature reserve, if I can call it that way. This is CTC Conservation Center. It's a beautiful place. I have seen zebras. I like the stripes as usual. I've seen cats just a few minutes ago. The civet cat, I think there was the genet cat. I just like the patterns on those animals, really so beautiful. And I believe in design, fashion and design, I believe they take quite a bit of inspiration from those animals. Even the cats, such beautiful aspects of nature which just bring you back to life, to the bottom line. And then just behind us, there is the very elegant and gracious Natukunda, I think.
Yeah.
The walk of that animal is just beautiful. It's a lovely place. I have really, really loved the experience so far. And I'm looking forward to what else is coming, because I think the big cats are out there. Okay. I can't wait to see them. It's beautiful. And I think I would encourage anybody in our nation, because I think we've got a lot of beauty in the wild across the parks of Uganda. This is very close to Kampala, Mpigi. It is really close, but all over Uganda, we've got so much beauty. Yeah. And there's ways in which we can get in touch with the natural life of our land and be able to live in our lives, you know, get something alive within us, and also get our connection to nature, really, which is important for life. So it's beautiful. I love it out here.
Nice, very wonderful. I'm so glad that she has had a very fantastic time with her. I previously saw her holding a small snake. I could not do that, but that was so beautiful.
I tried the snake, and eventually I think we overcome fear. You know, it always starts from that place of fear, thinking, it's unknown, I don't know what it is. But you know, when you stretch out with a little bit of faith, you realize, by the way, I could do this. It's not that bad. And I think it's life. Generally, that is what life is. It's about adventure. And yeah, I would encourage you, please, try one of those things. They don't bite. Good enough. That one was an egg-eating snake, so it's not going to eat you. Unless you're an egg, like the guide said. So try it out. And in life generally, just try out something. It takes overcoming that thing in the head and getting over it. Okay. Yeah, beautiful.
All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
So these animals are also just like human beings. The more care you give them, is the more they will get closer to you. So for example, if you're working with the lion and you have been with it and you feed it regularly, so it will consider you like its parent. So every time you're feeding them or any other animal, it will take you like its parent, and it will come to you for care and love, just like how the baby wants to be loved. The same applies to the animal.
So the animals that don't make it to a center like this, can you speak to the threats that these animals are facing out there? I recall you spoke about the crocodile that was rescued after eating 3 fishermen. Can you just speak to that?
Okay, about the threats that are so challenging right now in wildlife, we have one of the biggest threats, poaching. People are really trying to poach animals for its expensive things. For example, like pangolins, they are very highly demanded. The ivory from the elephants, the rhino horns, they are poached a lot. And also, one of the challenges personally we are facing at the center is we have a lot of bureaucracy that is happening a lot. For example, you will apply for the permit to have an animal which can easily be got in Uganda, but because of the bureaucracy, it takes years and years without getting it. And yet our aim is to be able to breed them and bring the animals closer to people, so that they know these are animals and not like the wild beasts, how people see the animals in the wild and think they are dangerous, they are what.
So that means URA is very important to your establishment here.
Yes, URA, of course, because we import in some animals. For example, I've told you our lions were imported from South Africa, the wild dogs from South Africa, we have horses that we just imported. Of course, we do have to pay taxes for the cargo to come in. It might not be much tax, but of course still we have to pay for that.
It has been an amazing experience. I have come into contact with the wild. Wild conservation has become real and tangible to me. I've touched lions, I have touched snakes, I've carried all kinds of animals I didn't even know. And it's been a wake-up call for me personally, how Uganda is so rich, not just in minerals and all these other things, but also in its biodiversity, that we have such beautiful fauna and also flora. And I've come to realize, I've been told that this place is a private investment. So it shows how people are investing into our country, which calls on other people out there that when you pay your taxes, you enable such investments, you make business possible, because when you pay your taxes, ultimately government provides all this infrastructure that enables investment, which ultimately gives us more businesses and revenue to develop our nation.
As Ugandans, let's step up to make Uganda great. Each one of us. Local tourism is important. The government has strategy as well to develop tourism within our nation, and we are able to make it grow ourselves by making use of this platform. So please come, enjoy the facility here, bring your families, bring children, come and learn. I'm sure as I go home today, and I've had the opportunity to have my young ones here, there'll be lots of lessons and there'll be lots of sharing from home as well.
Yes.
So there's so much for us to do here. Please come and enjoy. Great thanks to the proprietor of this facility. Thank you for investing in this nation of Uganda. And as an authority, we'll also be able to support through all the frameworks and policy that are available. So thank you very much, and God bless you.
Thank you very much, Diana. That is it from us. Have a good day.
Good day.
Uganda Revenue Authority, developing Uganda together.